Here are some places in the world where childhood never truly existed. Places where fear replaced comfort and silence became survival. In 1941, during the chaos of World War II, thousands of British children were evacuated from dangerous cities and sent into the countryside for safety. One of those children was 6-year-old Alan Kelly. He believed he was being taken somewhere safe. Instead, he entered a nightmare that would haunt him for the rest of his life. The orphanage stood far away from the city, an enormous stone building hidden behind dead trees and iron gates. The moment Alan stepped out of the bus, he noticed something strange. No laughter, no smiling children, only silence. The older boys avoided eye contact. Some looked terrified, others looked completely empty, as if fear had drained every emotion from them long ago. And standing at the front entrance was the headmaster, watching, waiting. The rules inside the orphanage were simple. Do not speak after dark, do not question the staff, and never enter the basement. Children who broke the rules disappeared for days. When they returned, they refused to talk about what happened. At night, Alan heard crying echo through the walls. Sometimes footsteps moved outside the dormitories long after everyone was asleep. And every single child feared the sound of the headmaster's cane tapping against the wooden floor, because it always meant someone was about to suffer. One winter evening, Alan accidentally spilled soup during dinner. The room immediately fell silent. The headmaster slowly stood up, staring directly at him. Without saying a word, he dragged the boy toward the basement. Alan later described the room as colder than ice, tiny, dark, windowless. Children were locked inside for hours, sometimes days. Some survivors claimed they heard scratching sounds inside the walls while trapped there. Others believed they were never alone in the darkness. Years later, Alan admitted something terrifying. Even as an old man, he still had nightmares about that room. Every Sunday, the children were forced to write letters home. Alan wrote to his mother constantly, but months passed without replies. The loneliness slowly destroyed him. Then one afternoon, a kitchen worker secretly showed him something horrifying. Inside a locked cabinet were dozens of unopened letters. The orphanage had been hiding them. Parents believed their children no longer cared, and the children believed they had been abandoned. The isolation was deliberate, cruel, and devastating. Then came the day that broke Alan completely. The headmaster called him into the office alone. Rain hammered against the windows as the old man calmly delivered the news. Alan's father was dead. No comfort, no kindness, just silence. The boy stood frozen in the middle of the office, staring at the floor while thunder echoed outside. That night, Alan cried himself to sleep, but no one came to help him. Because inside the orphanage, sadness was treated like weakness. Decades later, Alan returned to the orphanage as an elderly man. The building had been abandoned for years. Dust covered the hallways, the classrooms were empty, but the fear returned immediately. Alan later admitted that walking through those halls felt like stepping back into a nightmare he never escaped. And then something happened that he never forgot. As he looked toward the second-floor windows, he thought he saw children staring back at him. Small figures standing silently behind the broken glass, watching him, waiting. Alan Kelly spent most of his life trying to escape the memories of that orphanage, but some wounds never truly heal. Years later, he admitted he was still fighting demons from what happened there as a child. Not every horror story involves monsters. Sometimes, the real horror is what human beings are capable of doing to children. And somewhere deep inside that abandoned orphanage, the silence still remains. If you enjoy real horror stories, unsolved mysteries, and disturbing true events, subscribe to Fear Looker and join us for the next case.